all well. Today I just wanted to do a quick video to kind of recap on how my wedding went, because all of the wedding related videos that are going live at the moment are ones that I filmed before, so I've not actually spoken about how my wedding day went. So we went through with it. I got married. If you follow me on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, then you would have seen there are some pictures, so I'll insert some now. So I was really stressed before the wedding. I basically wanted a Pinterest wedding, and I'd done so much planning and all these little things like flip-flops by the dance floor and little DIY signs and so much stuff that I don't think I realised just how much pressure I'd put on myself and how stressed I got. So yeah, I think I didn't realise just how bad the stress build-up was. On the morning of the wedding, I was so excited and I actually felt quite calm. Jasper was a bit of a butthead the night before. He woke up about 11 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and then from 5 o'clock we were awake. Or I think 4:30, and I ended up just sitting downstairs with him like, this is it, this is my wedding day and you've got me up at 4:30. And my mum came down at 5:30 and she was like, go back to bed, you need your sleep. He was a nightmare. He was teething, which was really bad timing. So all day he was kind of on and off crying and just not in the best mood, which wasn't ideal. So everything went smoothly in the morning. Hairdresser turned up on time, makeup artist, bridesmaids. We had a nice like champagne breakfast and my mum gave me some little gifts, which I'm going to do a video later for the gifts that we got. So that went really well, and then it got time to leave, and the car that we were going in, the AC wasn't working. So as soon as I sat in the car, I was just like, I've got my hair done, I've got my makeup done. I had a dressing gown on, not my dress, but I was just like, oh my God, I'm so hot. I couldn't open the window because it would ruin my hair. And I think that probably set the panic in a little bit. Then we got halfway and I was like, I wonder who picked up my dress to bring. So I was trying to call my mum because she was in another car, calling my bridesmaids. Eventually, like, we pulled over because everyone was like following. And I was like, Mum, you've got my dress, haven't you? And she was like, no, I thought you got it. I was just like, oh my God. So that was stressful. So Mum was like, don't worry, I'll turn around. We were like an hour early anyway. So my mum and dad went back to get the dress. We carried on driving and my eyes started going blurry, which for me is the beginning of a migraine. And I just remember thinking like, oh God, please don't let me get a migraine. Like for this ceremony, it would just be awful because I get blurry eyes, then a headache, then I'm sick and I just have to sleep. We got there. I kind of calmed down a little bit, got my dress on. They gave me like cheese sandwich and crisps and stuff to kind of help me feel less sick. And then all of a sudden, my hands just started going numb. They were really numb and kind of pins and needles, and then my feet, and I just felt panicky. And I've never ever had a panic attack before, but it definitely was one. Like, everyone just kept saying, I think you're having a panic attack. But I was like, I'm not panicking, I'm not worried, I'm not nervous. Like, I wanted to marry Pete. There was no, like emotionally, I wasn't worried and I wasn't panicking. I just had the physical symptoms of it. And I think it was just this big build up and then like a few little things going wrong on the way. And yeah, I just, my hands were literally like this, like claws, like I couldn't move them. And I just remember thinking like, I can't do it, I just can't do it. And in the end, the coordinator was like, right, we're gonna go down to the fridge, like the big industrial fridge. You can cool down there, we'll take a nice slow walk and then we'll just see. So I went down there and I remember just being on my hands and knees in this fridge with my finger down my throat trying to make myself sick, because I was just like, it's not gonna happen. I'm not very good at being sick, like it takes a long time for me to be sick. So I was being sick in this bowl and I was, you know, and you're just like, oh, this is so awful. Like my wedding day and I'm being sick in a fridge. In the end, I was 45 minutes late to the ceremony. I started to feel a little bit better and I was like, right, I can feel my hands now. I still felt really weak and just not well at all. Like I needed to go to bed, but I thought I can't not get married. So yeah, 45 minutes late, I walked down the aisle and it was beautiful. It was just the most beautiful moment, apart from Jasper being born, of course. And everyone was in their seats and the music was playing. We had a singer, the sun was shining. Well, I think when I look back at pictures, it was quite cloudy, but for me, it just felt sunny and warm. And I just felt really emotional. And I just remember like really concentrating, because so many people said to me like, just pay attention, like just really take it all in because it's going to go so quickly. So I remember consciously like just trying to take it in and look at who was there and really listen to what the lady was saying and like feel Pete's hands when I was holding them, and it was lovely. So I definitely feel like I kind of snapped out of it enough for the ceremony to really kind of take it all in, and oh, it was just such a beautiful ceremony. And I didn't really notice, but everyone said afterwards, like, the way Pete was looking at me was just amazing. Like, he was really besotted with me, and I can't wait to see the pictures just so I can see that. And then when it came to signing the papers, I remember just saying to Pete, I need some water. I feel really, really poorly again. I just felt like I could pass out or be sick, or I didn't really know. So we did the receiving line. That was in the shade. It was under this, like, it's called the lime tree walk. It's like an archway of trees. And I remember just thinking, like, please just hurry up, please just hurry up. I feel like I'm going to pass out. So everyone went past and I just said to Pete, like, I just need to sit down. And I remember just sat on the step. I was sick in a bush. And a few people actually asked my mum if I was pregnant, which she didn't tell me until afterwards. And we were there for about 20 minutes, half an hour, and I just said to Pete, I need to go to bed. So I ended up in bed for the whole drinks reception. I missed all of the, like, because there was like garden games. We had a bouncy castle for the kids. We had croquet, like giant Jenga, dominoes, things like that. I missed all of that. Didn't have any of the pictures taken in that time, and I was just in bed. People kept coming up, like my bridesmaid came up and took my shoes off and gave me some water, and Pete's dad came up and gave me some sweets, which really helped. So that's the tip, if you're having a panic attack, sugar. Sugar helps. And I remember Pete just sat there and I was like, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. And he was just like, it's fine, it's fine. But, you know, and you think, no, it's not, because this is our special day and we're both missing it. Anyway, just before the food, so it was probably like an hour and a half I was up, no, maybe like an hour I was up there. It wasn't that long because the ceremony started so late anyway. The coordinator came up and he was like, are you ready to come down for some food? And I was like, I'm not, but I will, because I can't just stay up here the whole time. So we came down, we had the food, which was absolutely lovely. I didn't really have much, but I remember looking at it all and just being like, oh, this is so nice. And everyone complimented the food. It was like a summer fete package. So there was hog roast burger bar, chicken shawarma, shish kebab, salad bar, pie stall, pizza, toffee apples, what's it called, candy floss, chocolate covered strawberries, ice cream, popcorn, so much stuff. I had like the tiniest bit of a burger because I was just like, I can't eat anything. And I had some toffee apple. And that's when I really just had a look around and saw like all of my hard work that I didn't get to enjoy, but I could see, you know, the kids' table's been demolished and everyone's been on the bouncy castle and all the table decorations and everything. And yeah, it was lovely. The speeches came by and my dad gave his speech, then Pete's dad, Pete's friend Dan, and the speeches were just lovely. Everyone welled up at Pete's. It was really emotional. It mentioned his brother who passed. So it was just really, really emotional. They were all beautiful, some short, some long, but yeah, I loved them. My mum's kind of got them all typed up, so we're going to keep those. And then we had cutting of the cake, first dance, and then just kind of partied the night away, which was lovely. I do feel really, really gutted that I was 45 minutes late to the ceremony and I missed the whole drinks reception, and that's kind of the time that you would spend like talking to everyone and catching up and really like taking in everything. But I was there for the ceremony and I was there for the food and for the evening, so yeah. They're the most important parts. We still got to have some pictures in the evening, but obviously my veil was off and Jasper's braces were off. Pete had cowpole down his jacket from Jasper, so that was a shame, but yeah, it was beautiful. It was so, so lovely, and I can't wait to share with you the video and the pictures, and it was just lovely. It really was. It makes me feel all emotional now, but it's weird. It's like a bittersweet emotion because it was beautiful and it was one of the most amazing days of my life, but I am so gutted that I missed so much of it, and that the first time I have a panic attack is when I'm due to get married. And for the next few days I was in this really weird kind of, like, if the light was too bright I'd really panic that I was going to get another migraine, or like I just kept feeling a bit dizzy and not well, and kind of, I didn't have that like, we're married. I just had that kind of like, oh, it's over and I don't feel very well and stuff. So yeah, it didn't go exactly as planned, but I wouldn't change the wedding for anything because it was perfect and everyone had an amazing time as far as I know. And yeah, that was it. I just thought I kind of wanted to do a little sit down chatty vlog before I forget all the emotions and how I felt and everything, because it's such an amazing time. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. Please stay tuned because there'll be loads more wedding-y stuff to come. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe and share with your wedding-y friends. Thanks, guys. Bye.